Hello, how are yous? And how is your Saturday? Just adjusting my camera here because it's all crazy. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? So these are the colors we are playing with today. One of the girls that watches me every time I'm live chose these colors. So this is gingerly, gullible, alive, and optimistic, obviously. Those are the colors we're going to use. I'm just going to invite some people. So they know that I'm live. I know it's a little weird to see me live on a weekend, but I'm in this challenge to go live for 7 days straight. And that's what we're doing. I'm just going to throw on some eye primer. Not sure where everybody's at. We're just going to throw on some eye primer. What is everybody up to this weekend? Anything exciting happening where you are? And when you pop on, tell me where you're tuning in from and what your plans are for the weekend. Alright, so I just threw on some eye primer. Let that dry a little bit before we put on our eyeshadows. So again, we're just going to name this after Jen. She chose these colors: gingerly, gullible, alive, and optimistic. Those are the colors we're going to use today. As soon as I find out what I just did with my brushes, just clean them so I know they're not far. Hey Jen, how's it going? Alright, so we're going to start with gingerly, which is this color right here. Okay? That's what we're going to start with in a minute. Anyway, just going to make sure this is all blended in first. Really good. Got a massive headache starting this morning, or this afternoon, this morning. It's not even morning, it's like, what, 2 o'clock? Almost? Oh, it is 2 o'clock. It's 2:04 to be exact, but yeah. Anyway. Alright, let's go in with that gingerly. I've got my supper cooking in the oven. I've made homemade meatloaf for tonight. I'm gonna have some veggies and potatoes. So all you can smell through my house is the meatloaf cooking. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. But it smells so good. Alright, so we're just going in with gingerly. We're just going to blend that all into there. Like so. You see that? How pretty that is? This is actually one of my favorites. One of many of my favorites. There's a few that I really, really like. I mean, I like them all, but you still have some that are just your favorites, right? So, I mean, if I didn't like them all, I wouldn't have them all. But I have every shade we have in the pressed shadows, and I just have some that are really my favorite. Okay, so I'm just going to blend out this top line up here a bit. We don't need it like that. I'm just blending it with my blending brush, because you know, when in doubt, blend it out. I'm just gonna lighten it all up. See that? Yeah, that just lightened up that whole line right there. Boom, gone. I think my brush was wet a little bit. I don't know why, but it shouldn't have been. Because I got a little wet spot in my shadow here. I mean, it's not going to hurt it, but whatever. So what is everybody up to for the weekend? Any plans for the weekend? Like anything going on? Where are you tuning in from? Tell me all that stuff. What are you up to? And you know Sudbury's Santa Claus parade's tonight, right? Did you know that? Something on my eye. Well, that sounds fun, Jen. I'm not going to be here for the next 24 hours, though. I'm only going to be here for a little bit. What are you going to do after that? Okay, so there's our gingerly, all nicely blended in. Blended in. I'm going to clean off this brush, because we may need it again. I think the comments are delayed or something. I don't know, but just make sure this is dry, because I don't think it was fully dry when I stuck it into this one. See what happened there? It doesn't hurt it, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Now we're going to go in with this Gullible. I have to remember which is which because I always want to call this one Gullible and this one Gingerly for some reason. I don't even know why, but they're not even remotely the same. But whatever. Oh, you seen it on Facebook? Okay, so we're gonna take Gullible with our fluffy crease brush all gone, and we're just gonna bring that in a little bit and in our corner. I think this brush is a little bit too big for this. It's not blending the way I want it to. Might have to switch brushes. This one just doesn't seem to be blending the way I want it to. We'll see what happens. It's pretty. It's almost like what I did yesterday, but I used... What did I use yesterday? I think I know I used Gullible in the corner. And I used a darker brown shimmery color on the lid. I honestly can't even remember what I did yesterday now. Huh? Is that crazy or what? We're going to see how this goes because I've never actually put this alive with these two colors. So we're going to see how well they go. I think they'll go okay though. What do you think? Is it pretty? I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. I wasn't sure if this brush was going to work for me. I usually use the smaller crease brush when I do this part because somehow I ended up all over my face. But today this brush is going to work with me, so we're good. I have a massive headache though, what it is. I don't know, guys. I have to go back in a bit with that gingerly on this side. What do you guys think? Has anybody started their Christmas shopping yet? I haven't. I got asked that the other day and I was like, no, I haven't. Am I supposed to? Because I just don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with that gingerly a little bit because I came just a little bit too high with that gullible. And then we're just going to take our blending brush, blend out that harsh line again. Like so. There we go. Clean off our brush. Oh, I keep wiping it on the towel. I've got my tin thing right there. Let's go back in with the gullible again. Darken it up a bit before we blend it, because you know, when in doubt, blend it out. It's going to make them match. Like so. There we go. We're going to call that good. We're going to clean this brush again. After we wipe it on here, obviously. Totally missed that. Okay. There we go. And then we're just going to take our blending brush and we're just going to blend this out a bit because it is too dark and we want it lighter. So we're just going to blend it. See? Just going to blend it. Blend it, blend, blend. You know, when in doubt, blend it out. Nice. What's the weather like where yous are all at? Where did I get something up there? There we go. Got it. It looks darker on the camera. I don't understand. Why does it look so dark on the camera, but in the mirror here, it looks really light? I don't understand, people. Help me understand. Whoops, my bad. Okay. Now we're gonna go, oh look, an itch. We're gonna go in with our deluxe brush and that Alive shimmer. Make sure this is really cleaned and dried off. Okay. So this one right here, Alive. Don't mind that little hole. I kind of like, when I went to put it in, I got my fingernail caught in it. So we're just going to use this Alive. We're going to put this on our lid, okay? No, I might spray it. I don't know yet. We'll see. I actually haven't even used this one yet. Well, it's not bad. I don't think we'll need to spray it. I think we can get away with it like that. That's pretty. Very pretty. This is a very pretty palette. Props to you, Jen. Props to you. Got something in my eye. I can feel it scratching my eyeball. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm not going all the way into the corner, as you can see, because I'm going to take that optimistic and I'm going to put it in the corner. Very pretty. Indeed. Alright, so we're going to wipe this off so we can press these two together. See that? Is that pretty? Or what? I think it's really pretty. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. We're just going to press them together so they don't have that line. Wipe off our brush each time because you don't need the extra. What do you think? Pretty? Would you wear it? I almost feel like there's still a little bit of a line there. Maybe it's just me. Looks okay to me. That's pretty. Okay. Now we're going to go in with this optimistic right here, and we're just going to go in the corner here. And we're just going to take a small brush for that. Okay. I'm just going to put it right in here, just to give it that pop of color. You can do this with your pinky too, but I can never do it with my pinky. I make a mess and get it everywhere. Okay, see how it just gives it that pop of color with that optimistic in there. I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Just going to press it into there. Just to pop it. Just to pop it. There we go. So you see how the Optimistic just gives it that really nice little pop of color to open your eyes. And then we've got our Gingerly up here, our Gullible here, and our Alive here. And then we're just going to go back in with that that one, yeah. I don't know. The Gingerly. I couldn't even think. My head's pounding so bad I couldn't even think. I'm just going to put Gingerly under the water line here. And smoke it out. And then we're going to go in with the Gullible as well. Just smoke it out. Smoke it out. Hello, Tanya. How are you doing? Okay. There we go. See that? Do the same thing on this side. Gingerly. And then Gullible. Clean off your brush. And then just blend it all out. You want it to look smoked, not dark. There we go. There we go. We got this, I think. Dark liner. If I don't poke my eye, I'll be okay. There we go. Black liner. So again, the colors we used were Gingerly, Gullible, Alive, don't mind the little hole, I stuck my finger, and Optimistic. Of course, Optimistic is one of my faves, but yeah. I'm just going to clean this up. Make it look like it's a V, not a hot mess. There we go. And then we are going to let's put on some bronzer real quick. Give my face some definition back here. I'm just using bronzer to contour with. Right here. Don't worry, we're going to blend it when we're done. Putting it where we need it, we will blend it. Because when in doubt, blend it out. Oops, I almost dropped my brush. This is the lightest color of bronzer, by the way, guys. So it's Sunset. There's 3 shades. Light, medium, and dark. We're going to blend it. We're going to blend it. We're not leaving it like that looking crazy. Because we don't roll like that. I forgot what I was doing for a second there. Alright. I'm going to try and do my nose with this again today. I did my nose with this yesterday. And it seemed to have worked better. I don't know. See? I just find it works better. What do I know? Okay, we're going to take our other brush now. We're just going to blend this all out so it doesn't look crazy. Get rid of all those lines that we don't want. Just erase them away. See, we just erased them away. Can't erase those ones, but you know. Okay? So you see how easy that was? To blend all that out. So if you can do an E and a 3, you can contour. I usually don't bring it down my chin, but I will today for you guys. But I usually don't. You don't have to, but it just makes you look like you've lost an extra 5 pounds when you do that. At least so they say. Whether it's true or not. We'll go with it. It sounds good. Here we go. If you really want to add some color, you can take some blush, because nobody says you can't wear blush and bronzer. I do it all the time. You can take some blush. Okay. You can just add it into your bronzer to give you a little bit of color. See that? Just a little bit of color. Okay, once you're done on here, I will need to ask you, okie dokie, darling. So you don't need a whole lot. As you can see, I'm not putting a whole lot of blush. Couldn't talk for a second there. I'm just putting very little blush just to give your face a little bit of color. And then you just take your other brush and you blend it in. You don't look crazy. See? Okay? That's it. That's all you gotta do. Now let's do our mascara. We're gonna start with our lash primer. Couldn't think for a second there, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Alright, let's put some lash primer on these bad boys. And it is white, so don't freak out. It won't look white when you're done. This just helps condition and separate your lashes for your mascara. You want to make sure you get those little hairs in the corner. You know, those little ones that never want to coat, those little lashes. Those ones. Okay, so like I said, it is white, so don't freak out. When we put our mascara on, it's not going to look like that. And of course, I had to open a new 4D today because my other one was finally finished. So we're just going to wipe off all that extra product because you don't need it. It's just going to make a mess all over your face if you do. So wipe it all off. Wipe it off. Okay, just saying. So again, you can see, I don't know if you can see it on there, but the brush has a long side and a short side because of the fibers, okay? So that's gonna like give you the length and volume. So remember, twist and twirl. Twist and twirl. Do you see that? I can feel it touching my brows when I open my eye, like almost touching my brows. I can feel it touching like right there. It's crazy. Like look, I've got, because I didn't let it dry and I opened my eye, I've actually got mascara there. Alright, let's do this side. Almost poked my eye. I have a much harder time wiggling and twirling it on this side, I don't know. It's a little bit harder to twirl it on that side of my eye. I don't know why, but it just is, guys. It just is. Okay. So, we're going to finish this side with this little wiggle and twirl crap. But we can do it. I must say, it feels funny putting makeup on a Saturday, because you all know me, the ones that watch me long enough know I don't usually put makeup on the weekend, because weekends is just, you know, let your face breathe day. I don't know. So this one's not going to play nice with me, of course, because it hates me. But we're going to win this battle. We're gonna win this, okay? We're gonna win this battle. I got mascara everywhere, as always. We're just gonna let it dry. How do you say that name? Hello, how are you? This lash right here. I don't want to separate. I don't know. But like I said, we're gonna win it. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Alright. Let's hope we don't make another mess here. And that one lash that doesn't want to do its thing. I'm making a mess all over my eyeshadow. I think we're just gonna call those good, guys. There. And then we're just gonna take our brow pencil liner thingy and we're just going to get all that mascara off of our lid that don't belong there. If you let it dry, it's easier to get off your eye. Without getting it everywhere. Okay. Do you see that lash? That one lash? That's like super long. I don't even understand it, guys. I really don't know why it does that. But I'm gonna get mascara on my nose. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, it's crazy what this 4D does. For your lashes. Okay. We're done with that. We're done. What is this off of? I put that in the wrong thing. Oh. No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think this one's empty. Nope. Not empty. I don't know why it's there. It's in the wrong thing, but yeah. I'm just going to touch this up a little bit more with the black liner. Like so. Just put this here like so. I'm going to take this off. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I think I'm going to use a let me see. That looks juicy. I don't smell. I don't know why I smell everything. They all like that. Yeah. Why are they all like that? Which one do I want? Maybe I'll use this one. What is this one? simple. We're just gonna be simple today. It's a lip stain. I haven't used lip stains in forever. We're gonna use a lip stain today. Okay. Just because we are boss like that. Can you hear that? Sounds weird, I know. So it's like a purpley brown, I guess? I don't know, we're gonna put it on our lips anyway. We're gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it, guys. We're just gonna go with it. It looks brown in the tube, so I'm thinking it's brown. So these are buildable as well. You just have to let them dry a little bit before you add a second coat. And yes, they do stain your hands or your lips when they dry. So you do need like a shine cloth to take it off. Or the, what do you call it? Cleansing stick thingy? Cleansing stick thingy. So which means when you're like drinking from your glass or whatever, it's not going to transfer. It's going to be kiss proof. Because the only way you're taking this off at the end of the day is, like I said, with a shine cloth, or you could use the cleansing stick. It works. I've done it. I don't know about the remover. I haven't tried it with the remover yet, but like the liquid remover that we have. I haven't tried it with that yet. But yeah, see, it is buildable. Like I said, you can keep adding to it till you want it till you got it where you want it, is what I meant to say. And yeah, so see, it stained my hand. Okay, but yeah, so there you go. There is the look for today, and I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you all later. Bye.